Charania hints Jimmy Butler may not return this postseason even if Miami Heat get past Boston Celtics. Even if the Miami Heat defeat the Boston Celtics in the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs, they still may not have the service of Jimmy Butler. According to NBA insider Charania of The Athletic recently said, Butler's sprained knee is more severe than what most thought. Charania said Butler might not be back even if the Heat are somehow able to upset the top-seeded Celtics. According to Shams, it's crazy to me that Jimmy Butler played 3 quarters with what I'm hearing now was a severe MCL sprain. He is not going to be back in this series. This is a rehab that's going to go at least 1 month, could be 2 months of rehab. This is something that Jimmy Butler is going to have to work on.
Loud. Shams, this is another one, another giant superstar. Unfortunately for him, his team was not able to get a win in his absence. Do we see Jimmy Butler at all in this series potentially?
Michelle, it's crazy to me that Jimmy Butler played 3 quarters with what I'm hearing now was a severe MCL sprain. He is not going to be back in this series. This is a rehab that's going to go at least 1 month, could be 2 months of rehab. This is something that Jimmy Butler is going to have to work on. It's seriously remarkable to me that he played 3 quarters on this injury. They identified it essentially in the 12 hours after the game. They knew what he had suffered. Thankfully for him, it wasn't the ACL, it wasn't a meniscus, but even if the Heat were to advance in this first round somehow, it's still very, his postseason availability very much up in the air. But I think, again, I'm still stunned. The more I hear about it, the more I think about it, that he played through that, and now he is, beginning rehab.
Jimmy Butler suffered the injury during the first quarter of last Wednesday's defeat against the Philadelphia 76ers. An MRI showed the sprain, which is anticipated to sideline him for several weeks. However, Charania suggests it might extend beyond that time frame. Butler must undergo rehabilitation before returning to peak performance, potentially ruling him out for the playoffs. So what can you say about Jimmy Butler's latest injury update? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Bye-bye.
Of Jimmy Butler. The officials checked it, said just a common foul. Oubre with his second foul. Butler still limping. And because it's a common foul, for him to stay in the game, he has to take the free throws.